Greg, would you like to pounce on Biden for falling,
I'm
please?
so ready to pounce. But get this, I'm not going to pounce on his physical problems, right? Because that's what they want, right? This helps the Democrats to focus on the body and not the brain. He's actually in good physical shape. He's not fat, but his brain's in big trouble.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and Republicans want to invoke the 25th Amendment after Joe Biden tripped on a sandbag in Colorado Springs and have been attacking the president with unhinged accusations. President Biden was attending the graduation at the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs, where he was videotaped tripping on a sandbag. He got up quickly and wasn't hurt, but jackaloons like Greg Gutfeld have turned it into an opportunity to bash the president and say that Biden has lost his mind.
Well, I would prefer a brain floating in a vat of nutrients at this point if it believed in science, small government and the right to personal safety. So the horrifying part about Joe Biden, it has nothing to do with falling, but failing.
The president is just fine. It's idiots like Greg Gutfeld who mischaracterize everything under the sun for personal profit that are the problem. Colorado Springs sits at an altitude of 6,035 feet above sea level. If anyone has ever gone from sea level to a mile high, they would know that it takes a little bit to adjust your body to the surroundings. Joe Biden is in great shape, but altitude can affect people's breathing and performance when they are not used to it. Heck, Donald Trump couldn't even walk down a ramp at West Point, much less walk up a ramp in Colorado.
He's failing America in a radical departure from basically all of our American values, and that's either he's not interested in crime, he's not interested in education, he's not interested in protecting kids from activists, and probably the biggest assault that he's done on America is on the melting pot. I mean, that's a prime American value, and he's turned the dial up on the melting pot by embracing oppression politics.
The numbskull host tried to associate his embellished BS about President Biden falling, which he did, to somehow equating to President Biden failing, which he absolutely has not.
He's now put a target on whites, saying that there's this huge villain, right? Extreme white MAGA, extremist white supremacists, but they really can't find them. But who knew that the face of like an anti-American revolution would be Joe Biden's face? And it's because he's not there. He's just a husk. He's being used.
It's not about facts with drooling idiots like Greg Gutfeld and Jesse Waters. It's about hyped up opinions and nonsense to boost ratings. Gutfeld tried to sell a sanctimonious script full of misrepresentations with the finesse of a veteran shoe salesman at the end of the month sale, and Jesse Waters egged him on. Everything these jackaloons are trying to mischaracterize Joe Biden with is pathetic. They have nothing but schoolyard taunts as Gutfeld and Waters try to act like bullies on the playground, kicking up dust about the rules. When Gutfeld went on his moronic rant about President Biden departing from American values, it threw up a big red flag. He accused the president of embracing oppression politics.
He abdicated his own soul for the job. So I guess what I'm saying is, yeah, he's a frail old man, and I'll make fun of him to the day he leaves about falling, if that gets him out. If that gets him out, great.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. But that's not the problem. The falling is not the problem. This is a dark and dreary path that we've selected in this man. That's the problem.
Political oppression creates social and economic barriers that are maintained by force and fear, none of which Joe Biden can be accused of. Political pundits like Greg Gutfeld don't have a clue about what they are talking about. Every negative thing that this spineless worm wants to throw at Joe Biden describes the GOP to a T. Joe Biden may be old, but he is on track to be the best performing president in our history. When you're the king of the mountain, everyone wants to tear you down. And barbs from losers like Greg Gutfeld and his merry band of idiots are like flies buzzing around a pile of crap. Greg Gutfeld is a moronic little gnat buzzing around the backside of the news, trying to stay relevant. Fox and Friends don't rely on the facts. They are an opinion-based broadcast. Fox doesn't determine right and wrong. The truth is that they are extremely out of touch with ordinary Americans. Their brand of garbage is for a brain-dead following. People like Jesse Waters and Greg Gutfeld are not journalists. They're actors, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.